Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of B-17 Queen of the Skies here on the World War II Solitaire board game channel. We are currently going to fly our 5th mission. We take a look here at the B-17 composite mission record. We still have our original bomber, B-17, for mission number 5. Unfortunately, all of our bomb runs have been draws, since we have not been able to bomb the missions. We have tried 2 times at the Amiens rail yard and 2 times at Lille Industry. Our bombardier Johnny P is on his 5th mission. Our navigator, Lieutenant Rick Tor, also on his 5th mission. Pilot, that is me, Captain D. Niemi, 5th mission. Co-pilot, Lieutenant Rodrigo Buffett, is at his 5th mission as well. And the reason why I'm calculating these guys' mission is because the bombardier, the pilot, and co-pilot will have a good modifier once they get to mission 11. The bombardier is going to have a -1 to his bombing roll, which is very good, or a +1, whichever is good. And then we have our engineer, Master Sergeant Ronald Lee Ermy. He has killed 109, and that's the only kill for our plane. We have our operator, Sergeant Tom Martin, ball turret gunner, Angus Young, port waist gunner, Malcolm Young, starboard waist gunner, Cliff Williams, and tail gunner, Bon Scott. So I have taken the liberty of refilling this out. We have Heaven's Way, that's the bomber. Mission is mission 5, and that is gonna be 5 also for the bomber. We check out the green chart. We are on our very last easy mission now. So we roll for the mission with a D6 and we roll a 4. That is gonna be, what does that say? That's a Meaulte? Meaulte. I cannot pronounce these French names, I am sorry, but it's Meaulte and it's an aircraft, it says, and I'm guessing that means a aircraft factory, not a single aircraft. Let's see how we spell that. Meaulte. Weird. Aircraft. And again, I guess that means an aircraft factory. We go ahead and note that on our mission record. And we go ahead and consult our table G4 for our formation position. And roll 10, so that is going to be in the middle again. And we don't care about the squadron position, but in next episode we're going to start caring about that. We consult the flight log gazetteer, and for Meaulte, or however you pronounce that, we are going to have, what is it? -2 and 0. So just like the other ones. So we're gonna go ahead and take off. We lift and we enter zone 1. We have the target over here. We go to zone 2 and we roll now on B1, number of German fighter waves in the zone. And we have a -2 to roll. We roll 6, so that means 4. That is going to be 1 fighter wave, so we roll for the wave. I'm going to re-roll because I dropped the dice. 55, that is going to be 190s and 3 109s. Oof. Also, we should have consulted the chart here for zone number 2 fighter cover. And of course, it's going to be good because it always is in mission 1 to 5. Okay, so from wave 5 here, we have 3 109s and 1 190 here. And we'll start by rolling for fighter cover on M4. Roll 6, that is very good. We drive 3 of them away. So we're going to go ahead and drive away this guy and both of these ones. So we have only 1 109 remaining. At 12 o'clock high, and we will fire the top turret and nose gun at him. We will hit on a roll of 6 before we check his status. 5, he's an average pilot. And we roll for hits. We need now a roll of 6 to hit him with the nose gun. It's a miss. 6 with the top turret. It's a miss. Very unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. We roll now for his attack. He is going to need a 5 or a 6 to hit me. He rolls a 3, so he does not hit me, and he flies away. We note on the mission chart that we have dealt with wave 55 in zone 2. And then we go ahead and enter the last zone, the designated zone, meaning we should roll for weather. But let's remember, guys, we have to check target cover first, and target cover is automatically good. And we go ahead and roll on orders 1 for weather. We roll 7. That is going to be good weather on the target. And then we have to roll for enemy fighters. No modifier today on B2. And roll a 1, so that is just going to be 1 wave of enemy fighters. Roll 2d6, and we roll 11, that is a 109 6 o'clock high. Okay. So we have a 109 here at 6 o'clock high. I am going to go ahead and roll for fighter cover. We have good fighter cover, so we are automatically going to drive him off, because with a roll of 4, it's going to be 2 of them. On a roll of 1, it would have been 1, and he's the only one. So he's driven off. That means now we have to check for flak. So we roll on flak over target, hope for a low number. We roll 5, that is medium flak. We're going to have to check for flak hits 3 times now. Roll a 4, that is a miss. It's always so tense. Roll again, we roll 9, and that is another miss. Last check, and we roll 8, and 8 is also a miss. So we have survived the flak. And that means we're on the bomb run now, and we have a real chance here to have our very first successful mission. Come on, Bombardier. Johnny P, you can do it, boy. You need to roll 3 or higher. Oh yeah, he gets it. We are on target. I repeat, we are on target. The aircraft factory is going up in flames, and the bombing accuracy is going to be 8. That is 30%. That is definitely acceptable. Definitely. We go ahead and mark here on our mission log. So I'm really proud now of my crew. We got our very first successful mission, and we managed to prove ourselves before we ran out of these, hard missions. So we go ahead and note now on the way back, we have good fighter cover in zone 3. We turn the plane around, and we have to check for fighters one last time. No modifier here. We roll on B2. And roll a 2, that means only 1 wave. Roll to see what wave we get. 24, that is going to be 4 109s. We go ahead and note it here. 24. And previously I think I rolled, yes, 11. And that is dealt with, so now we have wave 24. Okay, so here we have our fighters coming at us. We're not out of the woods yet. We go ahead and roll for fighter cover. We roll on M4, and we know that we have good cover. And roll 2, that is not a very good roll. That means we're only going to be able to drive 1 of them away. I'm going to get with 1 of them here on the left side. The problem with these guys is that they will hit on a roll of 4, 5, or 6. So coming from the sides at 9 and 3 o'clock, they're just so dangerous. We'll see which one we easily shoot at here at 9 o'clock, 11 and high. 9 o'clock level, we can fire with the top and ball turret and the port waist, while the 9 o'clock high, we can only fire the top turret and port waist. So we'll get away with the one coming in from high and keep the one coming in from level. So at 3 o'clock high, we can only fire the top turret and starboard waist gun. So at 9 o'clock level, we'll not fire the waist gun but the ball turret. So put the ball turret on him. And we put also the port waist gun. And the port waist gun is going to go ahead and fire with spray fire. And note that I should have noted ammunition on these guys. Let's just make it simple. I'm going to go ahead and mark 1 ammo box of every one. They have done some test firing, and the ones that didn't test fire, they fired at the Germans last round. So fog of war. Ball turret, let's mark him off. And then we mark off the port waist gun. 3 ammo boxes. Okay, and then we have 12 o'clock high. 12 o'clock high is top turret and nose gun. So, of course, we're going to use both of them. And we cannot use We cannot use any spray fire. Top turret. And nose gun. And then we have this one here coming at 3 o'clock high. 3 o'clock high, top turret and starboard waist gun. So we should use the top turret on him instead, because he is way more dangerous than this one. Also, the top turret has a higher chance to kill him. It kills him on a roll of 5 to 6, him only on a roll of 6. And starboard waist gun, who will imply spray fire. So we mark off the starboard waist gun now. 3 boxes. We already marked off the top turret. And we roll now left to right to see if they are aces or green. Left to right. Roll 6, that's average. We roll 7, that's average. And finally we roll 3, that we have a green one. So at least one guy is new. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for damage. We roll first for the ball turret here at 9 o'clock level. And to hit with the ball turret, we need a roll of 5 to 6. And we roll a 1, so it's a miss. We roll for spray fire. And we roll a 1, and that is a weapon jam. So our port waist gunner, we take his marker here and flip it to see that it's jammed. And we'll try to... actually, we don't have to repair it. We can try to repair it in Zone 2, but there's no real reason for it, because after Zone 2 there's no more fighting. The nose MG we hit with a roll of 6. And we roll 6, we have a hit. We roll on M2 to see the damage. And we destroy him. That is awesome. The nose MG is fired by either the navigator or the bombardier. And I'm gonna say that it's the bombardier now, because the bombardier is usually not doing anything, you know, in between the missions, and the navigator is navigating. So we're gonna score it for Johnny P, our bombardier. That is his first kill, ME109. Sweet. So that one blows up in flames. And we still have to roll for this guy, so we roll for the top turret. And to hit him with the top turret at 3 o'clock high, we need a roll of 5 to 6, but now it becomes 4, 5, or 6 because his green status. And we hit him as well with a roll of 6 and the damage. And also the top turret has a +1 to the damage now, so we roll on M2 with a +1 modifier. And we roll a 1, unfortunately it becomes a 2, so we spare the poor young guy's life, but we damage him a little bit. And then we go ahead and roll for spray fire for the starboard waist gun. And roll a 4, that is going to be fighter breaks off without firing. So not very strange. I mean, he's a green pilot. He got scared by the spray fire and he broke off. So now we have to check this guy out. And unfortunately, overwhelming odds here from 9 o'clock level, he hits on a roll of 4, 5, or 6. He rolls a 2, so he misses and he breaks off. That is awesome. So we go ahead and try to return to England and roll for fighter waves here in Zone 2. We have a -2 to the roll and roll 3, which becomes a 1 on B1. That means no enemy fighter waves. So now we can attempt to fix the gun, because a gunner may attempt to fix a jammed gun each time the B-17 enters a new zone. On a roll of 1 to 2 it's fixed, 3, 4, 5 it remains jammed. On a roll of 6 it's broken permanently. And it is the port waist gunner's gun we're trying to fix. That is Malcolm Young. We roll a D6. And roll a 3, so it's not fixed, it remains broken. Doesn't really matter, just showing it to teach you how that rule works. We enter Zone 1 and roll for weather. We have good weather, which we go ahead and note here on our mission chart. Should also have noted that we have good fighter cover. And we go ahead now and enter 8 Air Force Base and we roll for landing, and you know the deal. We are guaranteed to land safely. That is, B-17 and crew are safe. Wow. Okay, so that was our first very first successive mission, we bombed 30% of that, or rather 30% of our bombs landed on target. We still got our original bomber. We still got every one of our additional crew, and we got an additional kill now. Johnny P, the bombardier, got an ME-109 with the nose gun. So, well, I gotta say this has been a very good mission compared to the other 4 ones where we only had draws. I am a little bit worried about mission number 6 because we're not going to have constant good fighter cover, and we might be in a bad squadron position, and we might also be sent to zone 3. So let's see what happens, guys, in the next episode, episode 6 of B-17 Queen of the Skies. I hope you'll join me. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and also if you have time, I would love to have a comment. What did you think of the mission and so on? And yes, I hope I will see you for the next episode. Bye.